held it really close to themselves and they didn't want to share their information with anyone else. They didn't want to find out ways they could work together. If you took this group that's in this room, of all the people that are here, and you said, we have to form marketing together. We have to market each other together. How much power do you think would be in this room if each of you passed each other's message to places where it needed to go? You can only imagine how that could build. Well, what's happened is there's a different economy or a different mindset and culture that's going on right now. And what's happening is people have to think differently. People have to find new ways of doing things. They have to reposition what they're doing. We're seeing customers who are coming to us and clients who are coming to us who are in traditional automotive roles or manufacturing roles who are inventing amazing things using technology that was previously used for automotive and figuring out, you know what, we've got a factory, we've got this going on. We have actually 2 clients right now who've come to us with, I can't say what it is right now, but it's pretty exciting stuff. It challenges people to think differently. It challenges people to put a group into a room and to decide, okay, here's what we're doing. Like Therese mentioned about collaboratively and working together. If you can partner yourself with other people whose 5 key messages line up to yours. Now, it's no accident the 3 of us are here together. When you're out there looking for people that you want to associate with as part of your brand, you're putting your name, your values, your everything that you stand for, your icon, and you're standing it next to someone else. What you need to do is look for people who have high values, who do business the same way you do, who are ethical, who have the same goals in mind, and if those people have similar target markets, if you're out there looking to reach the same type of people, then aren't you better off sitting at a table together and deciding what value can we collectively bring to the people we want to work together with? Now, say that's finding a higher role on, say you're trying to move up from management into the executive level. Get involved with groups that teach you how to be an executive. Partner with people who are in the same boat so that maybe the executive they're working with is friends of the executive that you're trying to work with. Or how do you know who knows that person who can help open some doors for you? One of the things we're talking about, networking, for me, I love seeing how people and things fit together and can make sense together. And I had heard a speaker once who was talking about networking and all these networking contacts that you're building and keeping in touch with and getting back in touch with. And someone said, you need to actualize your network. How do you actualize your network? And I said, gee, you know, I have like thousands of contacts and I love people. So I talk to people and I find out what they're about. And I really do pass information around to all kinds of people. And you never know when you're networking and what you've passed along is going to come back to you. And one of the rules separately of networking for me is in networking isn't ever about what you're going to get. It should be about what you're going to give, because what happens is when you give it away, it comes back tenfold, and that's just a rule. When you give it away, it comes back tenfold, and it just does. And it comes back from places you don't even expect it to come back from, and it's magic. And I know that sounds like a tall tale, but it's not. It's exactly how it works. So one of the things someone said to me is, Kay, you know, when you're going in, I said, you know, I actualize them in that I connect them all together and we do things collectively. And she said, no, take it a step further. When you go in to present for a new account and you're going in to present to someone, or you want to make a connection with someone else, call your network and say to one of your network people or your clients or someone who knows, respects you and likes you, and ask them to call that person and tell them what you're about. I thought, that's great, because I don't hang with anybody that I don't respect, and we have mutual feelings for each other. And you know what? It works. When you have someone who you know, who's well respected by someone else, who calls up that person out of the blue and just says, heard you're thinking of working with Kay. Well, let me tell you a thing or two about what she's like to work with, you know. It's a wonderful thing, because it says that it opens a door and that this person has enough confidence to pass that around. Think of how the potential that could be in this room or with other executives if you're looking for a position. So determine what your mission is. Put your 5 lists of things together, and then look where it aligns with other people and find ways to connect and actualize. So if you're looking at your brand extension should almost look like a spider web with you in the core of it and everyone that you link together, and then the circle that binds it together should be the mission that you're looking at achieving. So now you got it all put together and you got to present it. So what's going to be important? When you go out there every day and you're in your everyday day to day, if we're branding a company and we say to them, okay, you've got to brand from the inside out. You can't just tell everybody in advertising that you're the friendliest company that ever lived, and then when people call you up on the phone, you go, yeah, what do you want? Or so everyone from the receptionist to the man who comes up to greet you at the door. John F. Kennedy, when he was putting someone on the moon and they asked the janitor, what are you doing? He said, I'm putting a man on the moon. Everyone had his mission in mind. Everyone had the clear picture of where he wanted to go. So your brand has to start from the inside out with you. Everything you do should check against your final mission. So when you get dressed in the morning, when you're not feeling like ironing your shirt or putting on that extra time to do your hair or whatever it is, do it anyway until it feels right. Get up and get yourself ready and get dressed professionally and get out there and make it happen. And when you're there, make sure that if you are in a position where you're thinking, you know what, I need to know a little bit more about this situation or this client, do your homework, do your research, so that when you're talking, you feel confident about what it is you're talking about. You are your brand. You are your presentation. So every day when you step into a room or you step into talking to someone, think of an icon that will remind you in your head, like a no smoking sign, keeps us away from smoking. What sign can you make about yourself internally that you can externalize and communicate out to the general public that says, I'm likable, I'm knowledgeable, and you gotta want to work with me? And that's what you should be bringing home with you. So keep it together long enough so that when you present, do a check in the mirror and do a mental note. Even draw your own icon. It doesn't have to be graphic where you're going to go show anyone else, but keep it with your messages so that it's your reminder daily to do that. So be your own icon, be your own brand, and be somebody that people are going to want to know, like, and trust. So they'll do business with you, or they'll give you promotions, or they'll put you in a place where you'll be able to meet the people you need to.